Previously on the Xtreme Onechunk, we killed over 15,000 imps for their balls of wool, used that wool and some stolen gems to get 43 crafting, and low alked ourselves all the way up to high alk. We also rolled our first death chunk in the form of Port Gizzard. And now, everyone, welcome back. This episode we're going to have a proper look around this chunk, talk about what sort of tasks we've got to do, and maybe try and get some of those tasks crossed off the list. Let's go. So, obviously, first things first, we've got Fishing Trawler. This is going to be home to many of the big grinds, the construction and the fishing grind, and the cooking grind as well, so we get the fish from that as well. So that's big grind right here. Thankfully, we have got a bank chest right here. I don't need to use it yet, but that makes life a lot easier. What we got over here? This charter ships. They'll have a bit of some things in their shop maybe. Might have a little look at some point. You a bot? Maybe you are. Who knows? Tyndall Merchant. He is one of the tasks in the easy diary, but he doesn't really do much altogether. What else we got? We got a general store. What have you got? So an axe and a pickaxe, knife. So all the stuff for like fletching and woodcutting and mining. That's this man. The anvil. I'm going to be used in conjunction with these rocks for a smithing and a mining grind. Got a range. Another shopkeeper. I think he says the same inventory as the other one. And then when I originally rolled this chunk, I didn't think we could get to this bit. I didn't realise there was this tiny gap here. But this is where the mining is going to be taking place, in this mine here. This is also where the shooting star lands. That's what our big mining grind is going to be leading us up towards, is the shooting star here. And that's pretty much it. So let's go over to the task list and have a look at all of our tasks. So because we've got so many tasks in this chunk, I've split it up into a skills and a sort of like a collection log, best in slot things for the graphics, just to make life a bit easier for all of us, so we can sort of see what's going on. It's not too cluttered. So we've got 20 attack and strength. That's for mithril weapons that we can make with the sort of mithril rocks and stuff that are about. 30 defense. That's a willow shield that we can fletch from the willow logs in the area. Now that we've got I've got an axe from the general store. 20 range. It's for mithril knives again that we are going to smith ourselves. 30 fire making and wood cutting. Willow logs again, same as the shield. 65 fletching, first sort of bigger level. As for the diamond bolt tips, now that we can train fletching, that's the sort of biggest thing that we need to fletch. 68 smithing for a mithril plate body. You'll see in a minute with all of our best in slots, but we've got to smith a lot of mithril, so the plate body is the biggest thing that we've got to do. We've got 90 mining, that's for the biggest shooting star in the area. Thankfully, shooting stars, once we get to them, are pretty AFK. They're pretty decent XP, so we don't have to worry too much about that. It's just a lot of mining levels to get. The fishing and cooking grinds I've put together because that's for the Ardoin Elite task, which is to catch and cook a manta ray from the fishing trawler minigame, and that's where all of that training is going to come from. It's all going to be fishing trawler. Same with the big one, 99 construction. All from fishing trawler, all from patching up holes in the ship, which it's not great XP from what I've heard, but we'll have a proper check of it later to see what it's like. And then coming across to our best in slot and collection log items. So best in slot is pretty much just all mithril stuff. A couple of the other things that were on the skills, like the mithril scimitar, are needed as well, but everything mithril is essentially, and we're all smithing it ourselves. So we're going to be making all of this lovely mithril armor for us. And then from the fishing trawler, we've got the angler's outfit, which will make training fishing a lot easier once we do get it. And from what I've heard, it's not actually that difficult to get. So hopefully that one will be a thing we can check off pretty quickly. So I'm going to start just by getting all the stuff that I will need for this chunk from this shopkeeper. Well, I say all the stuff. Pickaxe, axe, knife. I think I've already got a tinderbox. Not going to worry about buying swamp paste just yet. I know that's for the fishing trawler, but I imagine we're going to have to buy an absolute ton of that, so we won't worry about getting that just yet. And now we've got all the things we need to start many grinds. On second thoughts, I'm going to buy a bunch of swamp paste. Which is it? 42 coins. I'll just buy a bunch. Probably wasting a lot of coins. Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of coins on this, but I'm going to have to do fishing trawler pretty soon because I've got a lot of games to get through. So, might as well buy some and then have a go at the fishing trawler. Okay, so I'm going to have a go at the fishing trawler. I'm probably just going to sort of record the whole thing and chop and change, edit in the interesting bits if you want to see the interesting bits. And then we'll just sort of see what sort of experience I get. Oh, well, off we go. Make sure I've got my XP drops on so I can see what's going on. And let's see. God, there is a lot of us. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, so filling the leaks. 5 XP at a time. Oh my god, this could definitely take a long time. Does everyone just stay down here? Kraken attack. Let's see what's going on up here. Ah, right, so I know the other way to get... Oh, everyone just camps it. Okay. Right, okay. Okay, I'm going to wonder how the construction XP is going to be best done through all this. I think I'm just going to stay at the bottom and hope that I can get some decent construction XP from just filling in these leaks. Yeah, this definitely isn't the most thrilling of games. Maybe it's worth doing it on a non-fishing trawler world. Hey, 2 construction though. 1 down. And there certainly isn't an AFK method. You've definitely got to be paying attention for this. 3 construction. Right, okay, so I'm starting to think this is not going to be the fastest of XPs. But at least we can see what our reward is. Maybe we'll get the angler piece first try, who knows. Let's see what sort of fish we've got. Everyone running there. Okay, 308, 309 XP. It's not too bad. I mean, very little. I don't think many people were fixing the net, but whatever. Let's bank it. 19 fishing. We also managed to get 230 construction XP from 1 expedition. So an expedition takes 5 minutes ish. You get there's a bit of in between. So I'll put the XP per hour on screen. I can't imagine it's going to be very much. And that's what we've got, all the way to 99. I mean, there's probably a way for me to optimize it, but it's going to be a slog, let me tell you. While the fishing trawler is our main grind, we have also got some smaller grinds as well. So I think I'll try and get the wood chopping and fire making out of the way. Just give myself a bit less to worry about when focusing on the fishing trawler, so I can just focus on the trees and not worry about anything else. So we've got our first inventory of logs, taking us to 7 wood cutting already. So we're going to burn them all and see where that gets us in terms of fire making. And that is the full inventory of logs burned, so we're now at 9 fire making. I think it's interesting that you get more for burning the logs than you do for chopping the logs, but I mean, I'm not complaining because we're going to have to chop a lot of logs to have them in the stockpile for the fletching grind, so we're just going to do this quickly up to 30 for both, and then just get a load of willow logs for the fletching. And that is 15 fire making. Can now burn oak logs. Can't chop them yet, still a little way off for that, but you know, when we get the wood cutting level, we'll be ready to burn them. And now we've got the wood cutting level to go with the fire making level, so we can start cutting these oak trees and burning them. And with that level, 30 fire making, willow logs, so I think what we're going to do is we'll burn this inventory just to get rid of it, but then probably not going to burn any more logs just because we're going to need the logs for fletching, and we've got the level that we need. I'm not going to tick it off just yet because obviously we haven't burnt the willow logs, but that's the fire making level done. And that's 30 wood cutting, so we can now cut the willows, so we're going to waste no time. We're going to chop into them right now. Hopefully it won't take too long. I mean, it is only a bronze axe, but we just need the one for the fire making.
One eternity later.
There we go, finally. And we just use our tinderbox on this bad boy. And there we go. That's 2 of our challenges complete, 2 tasks down. You know, 2 down. I'm not sure how many we've got in total, but it's a good little start. We're getting there. Slowly but surely it has begun. So I've cut some logs, some regular and some oak, and what we're going to do now is just do a little bit of fletching to get the level up. We've got a long way to go with them, but we can at least get a start on it, make life a bit easier for us. And that is 5 fletching, so we can now make short bows. Having said that, a short bow is the same amount of XP as arrow shafts, so we're just going to keep on doing the arrow shafts instead. So that is 10 fletching. So we can now make longbows. I think that is faster than making arrow shafts, but I currently have run out of logs. So I'm going to finish doing these headless arrows, and then I'm going to get some more logs. And that's 35 wood cutting. So there we go, 15 fletching. Make iron arrows, but more importantly, we can now start to use our oak logs. And how much XP is that? 10 XP. So it's the same XP as the longbow, but probably going to stick with this just because I have got some oak logs already stored. And then we'll be on to the other bows soon enough. And we just got our first bird's nest from the oak trees. Don't know how many we'll get doing this little woodcutting grind, but it's nice to see. So I've got all the oak logs that I need for this grind. So just going to spend a little bit of time fletching them, and then when we get to the level that we need for willows, I'll go chop all those willows and then come back. Probably going to aim to get 19 fletching, nice. Going to aim to get 42 fletching, because that is for the willow shield, which is our best in slot, one of the things that we need for the chunk. So we're going to go up to there and then sort of go from there. So we've just hit 20 fletching, so that means we can now do the oak short bows. So they're a bit more XP compared to just doing the arrow shafts. So yeah, let's just do these for a little bit. And that is 25 fletching, so we can now change these from short bows to long bows. It's all about the little upgrades, lads. With that bow cut, we've now got 35 fletching, which means we can now do willows. So I haven't got any willows chopped just yet, but I'm going to get those done, and then we can get our 42 thieving for the shield. Did I say thieving just then? I meant fletching. Okay, so we've now chopped enough willow logs to get us to our goal of 42 fletching for the willow shield. There's still going to be a lot more willow logs need chopping for our eventual goal of 65, but it's a good start, so we're just going to get through these and get to 42 for the willow shield. 40 fletching, so now we're on to the willow longbows. And that is 42 fletching, so we can now make the willow shields, which is what we're going to do. I'm going to quickly make the willow shield. Uses 2 logs instead. And then we're going to equip it. And that is another task done for the chunk. I mean, we already had the 30 defense needed, but now we've got the willow shield to go along with it. So I'm going to take a break from fletching at the moment. I'm going to do a bit of mining. Got to do a lot of smithing and mining, so if we get a start on it now, you know, it'll be 90 in no time, I'm sure. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to mine copper, tin, and then unfortunately we don't actually have a furnace in any of these chunks. We've got an anvil, but we have no furnace, so that means we're going to be superheating items all the way to 68 smithing, so let's get to it. Now, while I'm mining away, let me talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, Idle Obelisk Miner. Very fitting. Idle Obelisk Miner is an ad-free, free-to-play mobile game available on Android and iOS. Now, us RuneScape players love that number go up feeling, and this game is a good supplement for that. Craft, bomb, and mine your way through different levels, upgrading yourself as you go. This game is a great game for completionists, 1% complete, don't at me, and if you enjoy RuneScape, I think you might enjoy this game too. So thanks to Idle Obelisk Miner for sponsoring today's video. And that is 15 mining. We can now mine iron. We're not going to do that just yet. We're still only doing tin at the moment. We're going to get about 300 tin and copper, and then we're going to smelt them, and then we'll see where we are mining and smithing wise. So we've mined 300 copper and tin. Unfortunately, we do not have a furnace anywhere in this chunk.
You said that already!
Closest one is right here, which, as you can see, not in our 3 chunks, near the general store. I know people were saying, oh, why don't you go to the general store for the wool? It's not in the chunks. As much as I would love for it to be, it was not. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to superheat item, and that is how we get all of our bars. So that is 7 smithing. Seems like a bit of an odd level to sort of show you guys, but it's for the bronze throwing knives, which is the only way for us to train our range in this chunk is through throwing knives. So that's what we're going to make with all of this smithing. We've got to get 20 range to wield mithril knives, so that's how we're going to be training them with the lovely bronze throwing knives. Okay, so we've done all of the bronze bars, they're all smelted, so now we're going to come here and we're just going to make a whole bunch of knives, and that's just going to be how we train. Level 15 smithing, so we can now start using the iron ores, but we're not going to do it just yet. So that is level 22 smithing, so we can now make iron throwing knives, and it's also the end of our bronze bars. It's almost like I planned it. So now we've got our knives, we're back with our old friend the rats, and they're going to help us train.
Let me see what you have!
And there we go, 20 range, so wield mithril throwing weapons, that's what we'll need. So we're going to stop with the range training now. We're still going to make knives with all of our smithing stuff, because it's currently our only ranged weapon, but we don't actually have to train any at the moment. So I've been doing a bit of fishing trawler in the background just to sort of make a start on it. So we just got 24 fishing, but while we were out there we got 10 and 11 construction on that trip. So that actually means we can start the Tower of Life. Now we can't actually complete it, but we're going to do what we can with it just to tick it off the list and see how far it gets us. Right, so let's get this quest started. So the reason we can't complete this quest is because we don't have access to a saw, and we won't for a very long time. But apart from that, you know, we can do, I think we can do like sort of half of it. So we've done a bit of the quest, but unfortunately gonna need a hammer and saw to make anything in there, which I don't have. So I'll have a look around, but I can't fix anything in here, so this is actually as far as we can go with the quest. I mean, even if we can't do the quest, I think we look pretty good. So from my preliminary research on the fishing trawler, it seems that the most efficient way of getting construction XP is just through doing the swamp paste. While the railing is free, you just need the hammer. It's very unlikely you get it. It hits very rarely. You need to be doing it on the first tick, whereas with the swamp paste you can just sort of do it. So what I'm going to be doing I was buying a lot of swamp paste from this trader here. I think in total I've worked out I need sort of like 110 mil worth of swamp paste, probably even more, which I don't have. I have a mil, if that. So gonna buy a bit now and then sort of slowly make my way to that massive amount of money. So the way this strategy works is we literally just stand in one place of the fishing trawler and we wait for any of these ones by us to need filling up, and then we do, and we do this for 5 minutes. So on that trawl we patched it 91 times, so 91 times 5, that's what, 455.
Quick maths.
So that's how many XP we're getting per trip ish. It'll be around that. So between 400 and 500 every 5 minutes as we go out. Okay, so weirdly this was actually something we wanted from the catch. We wanted a rusty sword. So I think we need some money. I have no idea how much money we need. All but one, whatever. And we take this rusty sword to this chappy here. And he is going to take 100 gold, and he gives us a steel longsword. But more importantly, that is an easy task for the area. So that's one more task done on the chunk. And that is the first piece of angler gear. I have absolutely spoiled this chunk for my my clanmates. They're going to know I'm in the fishing trawler chunk. I haven't. That video has not released yet, so very sorry to my clan. But angler top. That I can't wear. So that angler piece was gotten on the 19th fishing trawler, so we are a little bit over rate at the moment, but it's not too bad. I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot of these things, so it's not too bad. And we're currently at 25 construction from the fishing trawler and 31 fishing. Right, so now I've got the 34 fishing, I can now actually wear the angler outfit. So I've got 40 seconds, or don't want that in there. Plenty of time. One piece down. And that is the second part of the outfit, that is the boots. And that is the angler hat, so just one more piece and then we're done. Done with the outfit, that is. We're not even close to being done with the fishing trawler. And that is the final piece of the angler's outfit. And personally, I think we look pretty good. And with the angler outfit being complete, that is where we're going to end this video. So, managed to get quite a few tasks completed this time around, and got on a good start on some others. Next episode, we're going to continue to work on these skills, and carry on becoming the world's greatest builder, purely by fishing. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like if you made it this far, really helps my videos get a boost in YouTube's crazy algorithm, and really helps me out. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.